Hi guys, welcome to Learning Crypto and this price analysis update on Solana. We'll take a look at it in both the USDT and the BTC pairings and identify a few key levels where we could potentially invest and where we could potentially look to either take some profit or accumulate. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed and hit that like button. So we are on an uptrend now. We was in a downtrend for a while since we hit those highs back in September, and then we've dropped like pretty much every other project. We dropped to the downside. We was trending down there, and then we broke above, and we use this. Well, I mean, we broke above. This is what usually happens whenever you're in an uptrend or a downtrend. You get that breakout, you get a retestment. If you just zoom in, we got a nice retest of that area there. And we also got one there. So that was a retest. And that's just a bullish confirmation that you're going to be heading in that right direction. So we got them retests and then bang, we pushed to the upside. And since we got that breakout on we had a breakout on the 15th of October. We retraced them, and from the 20th of October, which was, well, 19th, 2 days ago, it's been absolutely flying. And in terms of a price from the bottom there to the top, so far we're on a 26% move, and the whole market's pushing up. I mean, Bitcoin's created some new all-time highs. It's just pulled back a little bit. Ethereum pushed up. Now some of the majors are pushing, and I think it's going to work like that over the next 3 to 4 months now. I think Bitcoin's going to start increasing its presence in the market, increasing that dominance, and then it's going to push down to ETH, and that rotation is going to keep happening until Bitcoin does top out. Once it's topped, then it's going to be Ethereum show, and then alts will go exponential after that. So far, I mean, if you're wanting to buy some Solana, we need to have a look at a few key levels. So what we'll do is analyze this latest move here in terms of Fibonacci levels, because it does look like we are kind of toppy around here. And if you just zoom out, this area here, that area there is pretty much that same area. So around that $190 to $180 region is a nice area of resistance. So it is looking like it's fighting that area currently. But like I say, going into some fib levels, we'll have a look at this latest move here. From the bottom there to the top, and look at that red level I've got marked up there. It's a key level on that 382 level there. It's a key support level back there. Resistance, which was bang on that trend line, and now it marries up nicely with that 382 level. So that's $178. If you're looking to buy, I would consider placing some orders there. I can't see it dropping below, to be honest, but if it does, it'll come down to 168, which is bang on that level there as well. Look at that, when we're rejecting that downtrend again, those fibs just marry up an absolute dream. So you've got, we'll tell you what, we'll mark it up as well. Copy that, and we'll just put that down there as well. So that just shows you how well those fib levels marry up with those key areas of resistance and support down at those key areas. So that's areas I would consider buying. I mean, currently the market's looking in up only mode, but we just need to remember it does move in waves, and the more things go up, the more we're going to come down, and it'll just keep rotating that pattern. So I would consider buys anywhere from around 180 down to around 165 in there. Ladder a few orders in, and who knows, you might get 1 or 2 picked up, maybe even that region down there, because the golden ratio is that key level that we always look for. But having a look at some areas we need to attack, really, to get a bit of a breakthrough. So obviously 190 to 180 is that key area where we've got that resistance here. We'll just mark it up in a box method to be able to see it a little bit more accurately. Look at that all the way through, and that's what we've currently wicked out of at the minute. So that is the area to get through. If we do manage to flip that to support on the daily time frame, currently on a 4-hour here, but if we do manage to flip that to support, then we're going to target $200. I think 199 is probably the area where it'll see a bit of a correction. So if you're looking for a bit of a let's put a bit of a path on this. So we're looking for something like this. We've had a push to the upside. We're looking for a rejection to a 382. We're then looking to break through this area of resistance on the next move and look at selling around. I mean, we've got that extra fib there at 204, but we never quite get to those round numbers. So maybe a sell at about 199 to come back into this area and then push on. So that's a bit of a setup there, a bit of a path to some scenario what could potentially play out. And then obviously we've got the all-time highs, which is up at $216, which I think will be absolutely obliterated soon. In terms of a distance to that, it's only 14%, and we've already done 25% over the last couple of days, so not far at all. And I mean, let's have a look at some areas we could target in terms of again, we use fib level. So we'll go from the all-time high there to the low. That's the low there, and we've done that retracement. It's coming up to a full retracement now. Looking at some levels above 279, 346, 3821. That's my price prediction I mentioned before, 462. I think there's a good chance we can hit that this cycle, whether that be December or going through to March, somewhere around that period. I think that's a good potential area to look at targeting. 140, 150% away, so it's not out of the question at all. Seen a few people mentioning plus $1,000 Solana as well. Would just don't be selling all your bags down at these levels. So that's that pair covered. I also want to take a look at the BTC pairing too, because stacking sats is king. I think last time I did some analysis, God knows what we're going on here, so we'll just get rid of all that. Wrong button. Solana BTC, there we go. So we'll just get rid of all that. And we've had a good rise. Obviously, I'm not so fond on the BTC page. I know this is following up because Solana's pushing up, but Bitcoin is regaining that market dominance. When Bitcoin starts to push up again, because it's on a little bit of a lull, when it does start to push up, these Satoshi pairs are going to start to feel the pain a bit. I mean, if you're looking for some buy orders, I wouldn't rule out some orders down here being filled. It's a key area of support around 22,000 sats from current prices. It'd be a 23% drop, and I don't think that's out of the question, to be honest. So I think that could be a decent area for you to target. But if we do push on, and you're looking to break some levels of resistance, whether you're looking to sell, this is a key level here, which we've wicked into. And if you look all the way through, so this area here, it was an area of resistance. We then flipped to support, 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 support again, and then it was resistance. So that's a key area as well. If we do manage to break through this, we're going to head north, and that's at around 30,000 sats. So that's the area we need to consider breaking through. And then once we break through that, we can look at targeting this region here up around 37,000 sats. But I'm more in favour, unfortunately, if you're a big Solana fan, I'm more in favour of something like this. I'm looking for Bitcoin to just continue churning out that dominance, and with that, the Satoshi pairs will die. I mean, if Solana with dollar pair breaks out and it just starts pushing and pushing and pushing, ultimately it's going to drag the Satoshi pairs up, so just be wary of that as well. But I'd consider buys down at this region at around 20,000 sats, 22,000 sats. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's analysis, really. That's just the areas where I would consider placing some buy orders, and then the areas I would look to either take profit or accumulate. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.